What if you could discover a profitable niche market in less time than it takes to make coffee? Traditional market research takes weeks, costs thousands of dollars, and still leaves you guessing about whether your idea will actually work. But there is a new approach that changes everything, and it is hiding in plain sight on tools you probably already have access to right now. Welcome to KB Bluetree, where we help working professionals build profitable side businesses without quitting their day jobs. For the past 2 years, we have been testing every market research method available, from expensive consulting firms to free online tools. What we discovered is that artificial intelligence has completely transformed how quickly and accurately you can validate business ideas, and most people have no idea how to use it correctly. Today, we are going to show you a complete framework for conducting professional-level market research in just 60 seconds. You will learn how to identify profitable niches, validate demand, analyze competition, and spot opportunities that others are missing. By the end of this video, you will have a systematic approach that you can use today to find your next business opportunity. Make sure to like and subscribe to KB Bluetree for more insightful content on building sustainable online businesses. Problem. Let us talk about the nightmare that traditional market research has become for most aspiring entrepreneurs. You have got a business idea that you are excited about. Maybe it is a product you want to sell, a service you want to offer, or a content platform you want to build. But before you invest time and money, you need to know if there is actually a market for it. So you start doing what everyone tells you to do. You spend hours scrolling through forums trying to find people talking about problems in your space. You create surveys that nobody fills out because you do not have an audience yet. And you try to analyze competitor websites but have no idea what metrics actually matter. After 2 weeks of this, you are more confused than when you started. Then, you consider hiring a market research firm. You get quotes ranging from $5,000 to $20,000 for reports that take 4 to 6 weeks to complete. By the time you get the results, the market has already shifted, trends have changed, and you are back to square one. Even worse, these expensive reports are often filled with generic industry data that does not tell you anything specific about your unique angle or target customer. The truth is that most people never get past this research phase. They spend so much time trying to validate their idea perfectly that they never actually start building anything. The fear of picking the wrong niche paralyzes them into inaction, and their business idea dies before it ever gets a chance to live. Root cause. Here is why market research feels so impossible for most people. The old approach was built for corporations with massive budgets and teams of analysts, not for solo entrepreneurs or professionals building side businesses. Traditional research methods assume you have time to conduct focus groups, money to buy industry reports, and expertise to interpret complex market data. But the real problem runs deeper than just resources. Most people are asking the wrong questions entirely when they try to validate a niche. They ask things like, is this market big enough, or is there competition? When they should be asking, can I reach these customers with my current resources and skills? They focus on market size instead of market accessibility, and that single mistake costs them months of wasted effort. The second core issue is information overload without a framework. There is more market data available now than ever before, but having access to data is not the same as knowing what to do with it. You can find search volume numbers, social media trends, competitor analysis, and customer demographics, but without a systematic way to evaluate this information, you just end up drowning in numbers that do not lead to clear decisions. The third mistake is treating market research as a one-time event instead of an ongoing process. People think they need to find the perfect niche before they start, so they analyze and analyze without ever testing anything. They do not realize that the fastest way to validate a market is to put something small out there and see how real people respond. So here is what actually works when you need to validate a niche quickly and move forward with confidence. Solutions, the framework we teach at KB Bluetree, is called the 60-second niche validator, and it combines artificial intelligence tools with strategic thinking to give you actionable insights immediately. This is not about replacing deep market understanding. It is about getting enough validated information to make a confident first move. Let us walk through each component of this system. Step 1 is demand detection using artificial intelligence search analysis. Open your artificial intelligence tool and ask it to analyze search trends, common questions, and pain points in your potential niche. The key is being specific with your prompt. Analyze the top 10 problems that people in this specific demographic are actively searching for solutions to right now. Within 30 seconds, you will have a list of validated problems that real people are trying to solve, which means there is existing demand you can tap into. Step 2 is competition gap analysis. This is where most people get it wrong because they see competition as a bad sign when it is actually validation that money is being spent in this space. Ask your artificial intelligence tool to identify the top competitors in your niche and list what customers commonly complain about in reviews and social media comments. You are not looking for a market with no competition. You are looking for a market where existing solutions have clear weaknesses that you can address better. Step 3 is accessibility scoring. This is the most important step that almost everyone skips. Ask the artificial intelligence to evaluate how someone with your specific skills, resources, and network could realistically reach customers in this niche. Be honest about your constraints. Limited budget, no existing audience, working full-time. Whatever your situation is, the tool will help you identify whether you can actually access this market or if you are setting yourself up for frustration. Now, let us get tactical about implementation. Start by listing 3 to 5 niche ideas that you are considering. Do not overthink this. Just write down the markets that interest you or align with your expertise. Then spend exactly 60 seconds on each niche running through the 3-step validator we just covered. For demand detection, use this exact prompt. What are the top 10 specific problems that people in this niche are actively trying to solve right now? And what evidence shows they are willing to pay for solutions? Look for specific pain points, not generic ones. You want to see things like struggling to automate their invoicing process, not just wants better business tools. For competition gap analysis, use this prompt. Who are the top 5 competitors in this niche? What do customers frequently complain about in their reviews? And what features or services are they clearly not providing well? You are mining for opportunity gaps where you can differentiate yourself from day one. The goal is not to reinvent the wheel. It is to build a better wheel that solves the problems the current wheels are missing. For accessibility scoring, be brutally honest and use this prompt, given that I have these specific skills. This budget, this amount of time per week, and this existing network. How realistically can I reach and serve customers in this niche within 90 days? The artificial intelligence will give you a reality check that saves you months of chasing niches you cannot actually penetrate. If the accessibility score is low, move on to the next niche immediately. Success story, let me tell you about Tonya, a corporate trainer who wanted to start a side business but had no idea what niche to focus on. Tonya came to KB Bluetree 8 months ago after spending 6 months researching different business ideas without making any real progress. She had notebooks full of market analysis, dozens of saved articles, and absolutely no clarity on which direction to move. We introduced Tonya to the 60-second niche validator and had her test 5 different ideas she had been considering. Within 10 minutes total, she had run all 5 niches through the framework and discovered something surprising. Her original top choice, helping small businesses with leadership training, scored poorly on accessibility because she had no existing network in that space, and the sales cycle was too long for a side business. Her second choice, teaching corporate professionals how to transition into consulting, scored incredibly high on all 3 factors. There was massive search demand for specific transition problems, like how to price consulting services and how to find your first client. The existing competition had clear gaps, especially around helping people make the transition while still employed. Most importantly, Tonya could reach this audience immediately through LinkedIn and professional groups she was already part of. Tonya committed to testing this niche for 30 days. She created a simple guide on the 5 steps to land your first consulting client while working full-time. She posted about it in 3 LinkedIn groups and offered 10 free strategy calls to validate her approach. Within 2 weeks, she had 47 people download her guide and booked all 10 strategy calls. Here are the numbers that matter. Tonya went from 6 months of confused research to a validated niche and paying clients in less than 1 month. She now runs a side business, generating $4,000 per month, helping corporate professionals transition to consulting. Her client base has grown to 15 active clients, and she recently raised her prices to $1,200 per client. She told us that the 60-second niche validator saved her from wasting another year researching instead of building. Recap. Let us lock in what we covered today so you can start validating your niche immediately. Traditional market research takes weeks and costs thousands, but the 60-second niche validator gives you actionable insights in minutes. The 3 steps are demand detection to confirm people are actively searching for solutions, competition gap analysis to find weaknesses you can exploit, and accessibility scoring to ensure you can realistically reach customers with your resources. Call to action. Here is what you need to do right now before you close this video. Write down 3 niche ideas you have been considering for your business or side project. Run each one through the 60-second niche validator using the exact prompts we gave you today. Pick the highest scoring niche and commit to testing it for 30 days with one simple offer. If this framework gave you clarity on how to finally validate your business idea, like this video right now. Subscribe to KB Bluetree for more practical strategies on building profitable online businesses without quitting your day job. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our step-by-step frameworks that actually work. Remember this, the best niche is not the one with the biggest market. It is the one you can actually access and serve better than anyone else. Stop researching and start testing, because the market will tell you everything you need to know faster than any report ever could. Your perfect niche is waiting for you to take action. We will see you in the next video.